Hello, hello, and welcome yet again to Let Supreme Ghost Thief Gold. We're trotting along here, and today we're playing the Mage Towers, one that I am looking forward to playing a lot. It's one of the most underrated missions, I think, in this game. So let's load up our save game from the end of the Haunted Cathedral, and get ready to watch the briefing, and we'll talk about the objectives.
The Talisman of Earth is guarded by a foreign magus sect known as the Hand Brotherhood. They reside in a compound of huge towers where they practice their arts of earth, air, fire, and water. The Talisman is likely kept in the Earth Tower, but there's little chance it'll be that simple. No doubt the Talisman is heavily guarded and probably protected by magic. But mages love to write everything down. I should stumble on something useful about their precious trinket. I bribed some servants to get me a map of the common grounds, best I could do since only the mages are allowed in the towers. I'll enter the courtyard just outside the central keep entrance. Once inside, I'll need to move quickly to find the Talisman. I wouldn't last long in a fight against the mages.
Okay, so on Expert, we have to do the following. Find where the mages of the Hand Brotherhood have hidden the Earth Talisman. Steal the Earth Talisman from the Hand Brotherhood. The central library of the High Council contains a pair of jeweled reading glasses that belong to some esteemed member of their order. You'll need to discover where the mages have tucked it away and snag it. Regalio, the captain of the guard, has been leading a crusade to retrieve the talismans. One of your contacts says that he's returned with a valuable amulet. Steal a medallion of St. Burrington from the captain. The mage's wealth is well rumored. Caravans from their homelands to the east bring a treasure. Steal 1800 loot. A master thief should be proficient enough to avoid murder, slaughtering guards, and mages will soon alert the inner circle to your presence. Be discreet, avoid contact where possible, and don't kill anyone. Underneath the mage towers, there's a hidden entrance to the sewers. Find it and escape alive. Alright, so when I played this mission the first time, I remember I was very confused on thinking that I had to get all four talismans in this mission because it mentioned all the towers of the elements. Of course, we're only getting one talisman in this mission. However, there is an earth tower, an air tower, water tower, and a fire tower. So that might be a little bit confusing if you haven't played the game or haven't played this mission for a while, or maybe you haven't played the Thief Gold missions. Now, ironically, out of the 4 Talisman missions, I actually like both of the Thief Gold exclusive ones better than I do the 2 that were included by or in the original release. I mean, the Lost City is okay. Undercover, I don't really care that much for. I really do like the Mage Towers. There's a few obstacles with it that I don't like that I'll talk about during the mission, and Song of the Caverns is absolutely fantastic, I think. One of the best missions in the game. So I kind of wish that they had included these 2 instead of the 2 original ones in the Dark Project. But anyway, this mission can be perfect Supreme Ghosted. So that's a plus. That doesn't mean it's too easy, though. Sometimes that's an indication of a mission being too easy. That is not the case here. It's not super difficult, but there are some pretty tense moments that we'll have to consider. Keep in mind that the 2 things you're picking up in addition to the talisman, they're both loot. Both the reading glasses and the amulet here will count towards our 1800 that we need. Okay, we don't need to buy anything, and we can't for Supreme, and since Perfect Supreme is possible, we're gonna keep that obviously unchecked. We're not gonna pick up anything from the store. Now, I want to make a save and show you the maps right as we begin here, and I'll explain why. I don't want to waste too much time. Put that here, and then I'll take a look at the map. So we start outside the main gate in the north here. So we are staring at the main entrance doors to the Mage Keep, which is in the middle. In the middle of the Mage Keep, there's a central tower that we will tackle a little bit later on. You can access each of the 4 levels of the Mage Keep, a dungeon and 3 main levels from the central tower, and there's also access in the very top to where the talisman is found. Now, we could, if we wanted to, hit the towers right away. I mean, that is possible. They're accessible to us in the order we're supposed to hit them. However, that isn't really logical because we have no idea where we're actually going. Instead, we want to hit the library as early on as possible. And the briefing said that the mages like to write things down. Chances are we'll find the information we need on the towers somewhere in the library. So that's where we're going to head right away here. Now, there are 4 main entrances to the Mage Keep. You have an access point on either side here where it says stairs. The one to the east you cannot use for Supreme Ghost. You'll take a first alert as you enter there. There's also a hidden panel in the garden or in the yard outside the water tower. That one we're going to use a couple of times, and there's an entrance in the west here that we will use. However, the 4th and last entry is through the main doors, and I'm actually going to use that right away. And if we enter immediately, we will actually hit a gap in the patrols where we can hide pretty early on here. So that's what we're going to do. The Mage Keep overall is broken, like I said, into 4 different levels. First you have the first floor where we're going to enter. There are stairs up the main foyer here that leads to the 2nd floor, and then you can move into the inner rooms. This is an access to the library. This is the library here in the south. This door here enters the library. However, I don't want to use that, as I'll explain a little bit later. There's a dungeon in the bottom, or the bottom level, that accesses the sewers. We'll go there at one point, and we will also end the mission there. This is the lower part of the library, which I guess would be on the same level as the dungeon then. But you can't access the dungeon from the library. Then you have the 2nd and the 3rd floor as well. The 2nd floor is almost the same layout as the 1st, with access points between the 2 pretty freely. The 3rd floor is isolated. It's locked away from all the other floors, except for by the main staircase. So we're going to hit the 3rd floor pretty late in the mission. So I am now going to head straight in through the main entrance and see if I can do this without getting any alerts.
Saw 'em use their magic on old Bradward. The mages caught 'em stealing lupins from the tables of the meeting hall. One of 'em summoned great hurtling balls from the sky. Glowing rocks from the moon they was, and they mashed in his poor skull.
Any intruders better hope we get to him first before the hand mages do.
Okay, so we listened to that conversation as well. It's an interesting one. I'm going to follow this woman in here. There's a guard with a yellow key. There are 3 different types of keys in this mission. We only have to pick up one of those 3. The yellow key is one of the ones we do not have to pick up. Let's head in here. I don't like to pick up or pickpocketing people that I don't have to. 3 bottles of wine, total 150. This is the entrance to the library that I talked about. You can pick it open, but then you have to relock it for Supreme. Which means that you have to take the yellow key, because it is lockable even though it's pickable.
Yes, I don't.
Yeah, there's a servant here. The patrolman uses this door. Didn't know where he was, so... Sure, if we're safe, but... We were. Let's hit a couple of readables in here. Cellarer Abruca. We urgently need the chemicals last requested. 2 days hence, we'll be sending young Luca to the city. Have one of your helpers accompany him. Also, see if you can add 3 goats, a camel, and a burrick to the animals gathered for the next round of experiments. Adept Zeki Bazar. So this is kind of cool. It seems to me like the Mages is more of a scientific sect, but also delving into the magics then, since they seem to be testing all their experiments on animals. Drop this back and read this. Notice to all servant and guards. Herein let it be known that the 4 towers of Mage Keep are sacrosanct, and thus off limits to the commons. Only those adept may enter. Guards may enter the tower foyers on business, but may not proceed upwards. Archmage Ibn al-Harud. Drop this back. This room is empty. And we are now going to head upstairs. So this is the main central tower, if you will, that accesses the dungeon below, and then the other floors. Okay, I don't really know.
Wind blows, fire burns, water flows.
Yeah, I want to wait for him.
shakes.
This is it a water mage? An air mage. And he has a gold key as well. This door here is pickable. We're gonna enter that a little bit later. I want to walk in here first and take this purse. This is worth 100, total 250. I want to go in here. Okay, there's a swordsman that should come out here. He should have a healing potion. Yeah, he does. We don't want to take it, but I want to make sure that I can time his patrols. This is one of the archers that were involved in that conversation we heard earlier. The other archer's on the outside, and he returns to his spot right here.
What's going on?
Yeah, he does catch us if he is facing our direction. What I was saying was the archer outside, when he comes back, he comes to an end. The end of his patrol is right here. And he leaves the door open. Not sure if that's intended, but he does. Okay, I might be able to do this.
Over there.
So the guy inside sees us if we
Look there.
Yeah. So we want to take... There's a purse on the table behind the guy inside here.
Who's there?
And there's a specific path here that we can take. In order to get it. In the vanilla version, this outside guard here was facing me. So he was facing north. He's now been correctly positioned towards the other guard. Lean in like that, and then we can move back.
Hey, what was that?
Okay, if we're too close to the edge, we actually light up more. Too close to those lamps, I'm sure.
What's going on?
Try again. This is a tough move. It took quite a while before I figured out how to do this, I remember, in the original run. So we don't want to be too close to the edge. We gotta get out of the view of the torch inside the window here.
Fire burns, water flows, earth shakes.
But this is a predictable move if you know what to do.
And when are they going to bring me my dinner? That's what I want to know. When are they going to bring me my dinner?
Yeah, okay, so we actually got to be closer to the window rather than close to the end. Okay, we should have it now. Good. So that was another 100, total 350. Yep, at this point. Wait until he turns away again.
I shall walk the path till my return to the eternal fire.
So this door right here and the door that I showed you on the opposite side is this door here, and this door that we're by right now is this one. This is the one that is pickable. So is this, and they both respond to the silver key, which we will take. We need to take that. But this one here will spawn a first alert from the guard you see stationed over here. Doesn't matter how you enter that door, it will always spawn a first alert, which you know isn't allowed for Supreme, so you cannot use that entry. This papyrus here, I'm not going to pick up and read because we're going to read it somewhere
I
else.
shall build shelters from the winds.
Here's a loaf of bread, and here's a healing potion.
See the vast earth.
So what we're going to do is we're going to enter. This guy has a silver key, which we do need, but we need to return it, and we can't return it to his feet without getting caught. So we're going to take... If you want to take keys from people's pockets, you always want to take it if you can from somebody who patrols. Because then you can legally drop it.
So this is where the mages hide their dirty little secrets.
You can successfully drop it anywhere along their route and be in the clear for Supreme. This is the library. And there are 3 levels to it, and on the top 2 levels there are 2 patrolling mages. Here you have them both. There's a fire mage that you see there. He carries a gold key, and there's an earth mage that carries a healing potion. If you're looking for all the pickpockets, and there's quite a few in this mission.
See the vast earth and burn eternally.
On that table there, you have a couple of water arrows, I think 3. So they alternate between the 2 floors here. It's a very important readable that I want to catch over here. Notes from Council Session of the Inner Circle. Due to a disastrous experiment by Archmage Jabu Ibn Lani, the water tower will be closed until further notice due to flooding. All future experiments using water elementals are forbidden by mutual consent of the Inner Circle until we can devise strong rewards. I think the Inner Circle is supposed to be sort of the board, if you will, of the Mage of the Hand Brotherhood. Our keep must remain unified and maintain tradition. Each tower holds the key of another to maintain the doctrine of trust. Since the key to the Tower of Water was lost controlling the accident, the fire mages have no symbol to guard. Okay, so the fire mages in the fire tower were then supposedly keeping the key for the water tower then. That's what this is trying to tell us. Therefore, the fire mages shall keep the key to the chamber in the central tower that holds our treasured possession. Very interesting. The key to the Tower of Earth shall remain in the Tower of Water, since the water mages are the only ones who can survive entering the flooded areas. Archmage Krios. Okay, this is very good, because based on this readable alone, we know what order to hit the towers in. And this readable also checks off discover the location of the Earth Talisman. So what it says is that the water tower does not have a key to it anymore, which probably means that it's open. But there was an accident, so it's not accessible by normal means. Whatever that means, we'll see when we get there. The water tower still holds the key to the Earth Tower. The fire tower holds the key to the central top floor of the central tower, where the Earth Talisman is found. That leaves the air tower. So if we're going to get first to the water tower, then the Earth Tower, and last to the fire tower, then our air tower is probably going to be third. So you'll probably find that key in the Earth Tower and the fire tower key in the air tower. So that's the order we're going to hit it in. So now we know that. Drop this back on the desk there. Now, that also brings us to 3 unused texts that relate to the towers that I want to read. Unused texts are texts that are included in the files of the game, but are not implemented in the missions for some reason. And the first one says, the Tower of Water has been closed due to recent disasters. None may pass by orders of the Inner Circle. All important work from this tower has been moved to the Central Keep. So basically the same thing. There's been a very abbreviated version. And the next one is, at night the 4 towers are locked and unlocked by the elemental tower keys. None may enter or exit except by following the order of the ritual of opening. The keys must be gathered, one from each tower, in the order the ritual prescribes. Each tower unlocks the next tower till all are open and the path is once more clear. So the ritual of opening is not even mentioned anywhere in the game, I think. At least not in this mission. And the last unused text further explains the ritual of opening. It says, Instructional Treatise. Listen well, O novice, to the lore of your elders. The ritual of opening shows the way and the true path. We use the ritual as the ceremonial guide for all our work. The guarding wards and our wondrous towers all lock using this, the natural order of the elements. The ritual of opening. Dark waters surged, flooding the world as they bore life. Hard earth then rose, giving substance and strife. Storm breath blew, binding the land in halos of wrath. Last came raging flames, cleansing minds for the final path. So that last ritual of opening there shows the order. It shows water, earth, air, and then fire, which is the order of the towers we're gonna enter. Okay. Let's see here if we can actually do this. There's a hidden room here with one of our objectives. Here's a water arrow. Here's a gold goblet, worth 25. And the reading
This will
glasses.
make any fence crack a smile.
Worth 200, total 575. Yeah, I can easily get caught by the mages here, leaving. So I want to close this from the inside now, because I want to leave the lever in the topmost position. And he comes. Okay, I'm just gonna have to wait for them to leave here. I really like the mysterious element of the mages. There's a certain unknown motivation behind them, and the Brotherhood isn't talked much about in the game. So you're kind of unsure of who they are.
Is this a vision?
Down here there are 3 more readables. Mage Verlin. Azaran's interest in necromancy has not diminished, despite his banishment. His study of the black arts continues at his spire in Dayport. We fear that his experiments with the reanimation of rats and insects will lead to more disturbing depths. Excuse me. He has even endeavored to recruit others on a crusade to recover the Book of Ash. The Book of Ash must remain a thing of the past. Azaran's ambition has blinded him to this, and he has proven himself a threat to our existence. His expulsion has only made him more resilient. It is the decision of the Inner Circle that greater measures be taken to correct this matter. Archmage Corino. So Azaran, I believe, is Azaran the Cruel that you can find, and you can find his spire too, and the results of his research in Life of the Party, Mission 10 of Thief 2. Mastery of water requires that you return to the ways of your beginning. For 9 moons you lived in water, and then were born to a world of air and earth. You have forgotten your past, but we will teach you to remember. Put away mortal thoughts of breath and discover the ways of the sea. Do not walk the path with your limbs, instead allow your body to flow within it, and become part of it. Until you have gained full mastery over water, return to the air, O Adept, and cherish its protective succor. In time you will feel the warm embrace of water, traversing the entire system without need of breath. The Book of Coral and Scale, 712. And lastly, 8 old men up in a tower. 8 old men, only one with power. Turn away from the hand with the sword, count 7 and find your reward.
I shall walk the path to my return.
Okay. Now we have to head downstairs. There's nothing else here. Nothing to pick up.
Wind blows, fire burns, earth shakes, water flows.
I thought maybe he caught me there, but he didn't. No idea where the guys here are.
Sweet silence returned.
Okay, he alerted, but they are patrolling pretty much together here. They did not alert there. Here's a gold vase with 100. Total 675. Over here's 2 water arrows. Oh. That was loud, but I didn't hear it. So Head down here. In this is one rope arrow, and then in here is a readable. So like we once were are these who now inhabit this land. They are the chrysalis that shall become. We have adopted those few who have shown potential for enlightenment. From the notes of Archmage Garrett's prophecies. This is the same readable that was in the scroll that I skipped upstairs. Did I close the door over here? Yes, I did. Gonna head downstairs at this point.
I shall build shelters from the winds, feel the countless waters, see the vast earth, and burn in eternal fires.
Nothing here, but there are 2 more water arrows at this end. I want to head out again or up again before they come back. They're coming back down here, okay. Oh! This is the door that I said was pickable, but needs to be locked with the yellow key, so that's why we can't leave through that door either. We've got to go back upstairs and leave where we came.
Wind blows, fire burns, earth shakes, water flows.
So I want to go in here and listen to these 4 statues.
Greed shall be your undoing, poor Garrett. Do not let fear control your path, Garrett. Deception is your power, Garrett. Betrayal will force you to see, Garrett.
Let's follow these guys.
Wind blows, fire burns, water flows, earth shakes.
Feel the countless waters, see the vast earth, and burn
I
in
shall
eternal
build shelters from the winds, feel the countless waters, see the vast earth.
Okay. So the library is clear. Now, this mission does have some problems with bugs, still. At least I've discovered many. Doors disappearing. The air tower, there was a bug that I found during playtesting that I hope is not going to give us problems. Stuck guards I've seen. Okay, so now we're headed for the water tower. And we are going to go via the dungeon. This is the first floor door. secret entrance that leads us to a side room. We're gonna take right now. And in here there is 2 stacks of silver coins, total 699, silver nugget, and then in the left chest I believe there is a diamond worth 849. There's a water arrow in this chest. Up here there is a secret entrance or exit, whatever you want to call it, to the yard in the water tower. Now opening this panel might trigger an alert, so I'll just have to see.
Someone making no...
Yeah, they were right there. Just gonna have to wait. In the yard by the water tower, there is an earth mage that carries a silver key. We need to take that silver key. I'd like to take that. There's also 2 swordsmen that travel between these 2 towers that each have a silver key as well, and then there's another water mage outside this tower that carries a gold key. We don't need that. Should be a conversation we're going to listen to as well. Let's see, we want to go... well, it's south. Let's see, I think that's that way, so... we want to steal the key first. Let's see.
I shall build shelters from the winds, feel the countless waters, see the vast earth, and burn eternal fire.
Let's listen to that conversation real quick.
But why are the hand mages the only ones allowed in? Why won't they allow us into their towers?
We're here to keep a watch on the commons and to deal with mundane threats. The mages can protect themselves.
But what with all the secrecy? Even the servants ain't allowed there. These wizards trust anyone?
I found it best not to ask questions. The gold they give me answers all the questions I have.
I shall build
Don't think
shelters
anyone
from the
comes
winds,
by here.
feel the countless waters, see the vast earth, and burn eternal fire. I shall build
Oh, they did see me, just barely.
I shall build shelters from the winds, feel the countless waters, see the vast earth, and burn eternal fire.
Okay. So the lock is broken. So this tower is accessible. No guards here, very easy tower. It's flooded on the first floor. And up here, we just have to mantle this big rock in the top. At least I think we need to. Yeah, on this side. And then here you have the earth key to the earth tower. Luckily, when you use those keys, they get they become a part of the locking mechanism, so you don't have to return them because you can't retrieve them again, which is good. That would be incredibly tedious. Supreme is already tedious enough at times. Okay, now one of the guards that was as part of that conversation is now back here. So we need to head west. West is that away, so let's go out here. We need to go around here. On either side of this station in the south here, there's an archer.
Who's there?
And they see us.
Who's there?
If they are stationed east.
And when are they going to bring me my dinner? That's what I want to know. When are they going to bring me my dinner?
Okay, in here I think there are 8 silver coins stacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 945, that's as many as we should have. There's another archer out here. Good. Now, in the Earth Tower Yard, there is an Earth Mage that has another silver key, and there is a Fire Mage that has a gold key. They're nowhere to be seen, which is good. Okay. Now this tower is worse. On each of the remaining 3 towers there is a patrolling mage on the bottom floor. These doors here, when you open them the second time, have a notorious tendency to disappear. Don't know why. Okay. Here is a readable. Cool earth wraps tightly around us. Constrictive veins of tower tunnels caress beating heart of grinding rock. In mastery of my element, I leap from stone to falling stone. Boulders float as feathers. Scribbled poetry, adept Arun's notebook. Okay, no, I don't think there is a table on that side. Yes, there is. And what's on that? Healing potion. That's what's on that. Okay. So, on the second floor... Well, there was also 2 moss arrows down there on the same table. There's 2 patrollers here, one on the bottom level and one on the upper level. Oh.
Wind blows, fire burns, blows.
One of them has had a tendency to get stuck in the past. He's not stuck now. The easiest thing I've found to do is to move up here.
Earth shakes, water flows. What vision disturbs me?
Without that guy seeing me.
I shall walk the path. Who troubles this place?
Problem is they can see through these lifts. So I might just have to wait here.
Did I hear a noise?
Yeah, it's just a matter of timing these 2 guards, and the other mage is coming on the upper walkway, so we're gonna have to wait. It's pretty bright up there, so I kind of don't want to mantle up there, but it's very loud to use these lifts. We'll see. Just have to be a little bit patient here. We want to get up there, ultimately. Yeah.
Mysterious. I shall walk the path until I return to the eternal.
we want to move counterclockwise the same way as this other guy does. We want to use a rope arrow to get up here.
Feel the countless waters, see vast earth.
There we go. Okay, I'm going to try to show you all the pickables here. Two moss arrows and a hole in the ceiling. We're now in the 3rd level. Kill go in there. Slip past him. Scoot up here to the 4th level. There's a guy that's going to pass us, I believe. Okay, 2 more moss arrows here. We want to head up here. There's a rope arrow here. There's 2 more moss arrows here. This is a door that leads out to actually a system of walkways that connect all the towers. 2 more moss arrows here. I think that's everything on this floor. Yes, so I want to head upstairs.
Fire burns, earth shakes, water flows. What vision disturbed?
I always mix up what direction I'm going to go here. I think actually I'm going to go this way. I think there's only one patroller. Two moss arrows.
The winds are.
Oh, I was mistaken. There were 2.
I shall build shelters from the winds.
I believe I'm going to get caught here by one of them. Want to wait here. I do like the towers. However, I do think that they could have been designed a little bit more interestingly.
And burn.
Maybe. It's a little bit more of the same thing at every single level, especially for the Earth Tower. It doesn't take a lot to make it a little bit more exciting. It's not bad. I mean, the inclusion of the towers makes the mission memorable and interesting.
Wind blows. Fire.
I guess for Supreme Ghost it's a little bit more tedious because in order to avoid picking up the gold key, here's 2 more moss arrows, we cannot exit through any of the doors at the top. This is a little bit of a difficult area. 2 patrollers in here. There's nothing to pick up. We have to head up the stairs to the opposite side. There's a healing potion on one of the mages in here. Okay.
shall walk.
You just have to be lucky. Last time they patrolled right next to each other, which is good.
Countless waters. See the vast earth and burn eternal fires.
Okay, good. Rope arrow, up here there are no patrollers, so that makes it a little bit easier for us. Let's rope arrow up here. Actually, let's until up here and up here I think there are moss arrow? Yep. Oh, cruds. Shouldn't have left that rope arrow there because I don't want to pick up any more. There. Yeah, I want to keep it to just the one. Down here. There is a rope arrow here. I don't think there's a moss arrow, but if we move in here, we can actually see a chamber that holds the air key to the air tower. There's also a rope arrow, and there is a moss arrow in here too. We're going to see that room from above in not too long. Down here, there's a rope arrow. Down here, there's a rope arrow. And this is the room down to where we found the air key. That's everything. Okay, now we have our rope arrow, and we have our air key. Now we just have to go all the way back down. Let's make a real save, shall we? Good, if I can get around here, it's a little bit easier.
All is not...
All is not still, that is right. Wait for him to. Always have trouble with this floor.
Wind blows, fire burns, water flows, earth shakes.
Let's try now.
I shall build shelters from the winds, feel the countless waters.
Good.
Who troubles this place?
Okay, let's wait for him then. We're headed towards the air tower next, which is the worst one, just because one floor is buggy. So we'll see how that goes.
Who troubles?
I hope I can dodge this guy.
My return
let's head all the way around then. He was headed our way. Yeah. When you walk through these levels, it's so easy to make a quick save when you're not supposed to. So if you don't make frequent real saves, then you have to backtrack and replay.
Blows, fire burns.
For Let's Play purposes, very, very frustrating. Okay, I think I'm safe here. Oh, see now that guy is stuck. See that? That happened to me last time too. And here's the last 2 moss arrows that I didn't show you guys. Don't think that's going to be very troublesome for us though.
Wind blows, fire burns, earth shakes, water flows.
Alright, let's see if we can actually go all the way over here then.
What vision disturbs me?
Yeah, that guy is stuck now, so... we're probably gonna have to wait for that guy to come back. And when he heads east, we can go. Yeah, this is the one Earth Mage that I've seen stuck on several occasions. He probably patrols too close to the edge.
Wind blows.
It's upon a reload.
Burns, earth
He might fall
shakes,
down.
water flows.
And then his patrol points are all messed up.
Did I?
We don't want to make that sound.
I shall build shelters for birds. Feel the countless waters. Fire burns, vast fire burns, blows, earth shakes.
The Earth Tower's pretty dark. That's good. The Air Tower's not dark whatsoever. Just disappears, doesn't it? Yeah. See, this door disappears every time I open it. When I open it the second time. They still have throbbing capabilities even though they disappear for a fraction of a second afterwards. We're gonna head back east and then north. Guess I took the long route there, to be honest with you. Yes, I did. Three patrollers. Man.
is a disturb. Vast earth, burn eternal fires.
Now we want to head north. So now we're headed up in this stair section. Remember, this is the place where we couldn't enter the keep without taking a first alert. Here's a purse worth 100. Total 1045. Okay, in the yard outside the air tower, there is a water mage that has a gold key, and there's an air mage that has a silver key. Again, if you're looking for pickpockets. Alright, that archer might actually be headed in here.
Shelters from the winds.
Just have to see.
Countless waters, seed of vast earth, and burn in eternal fires.
Yeah, he is.
I don't see why I should have to be the one down here in the cold and the dark and the damp.
He has a silver key. Okay, I'm gonna make a real save here. So this is the water mage then that has what it looks to be the gold key. So we're gonna head into the air tower next. And that can be a very, very difficult tower because it's still containing some pretty serious bugs. And here's a gas arrow on the table. And there's another unused text that does refer to the air tower that I want to read. It says, "Air elementals often speak to us by extinguishing certain lights in a sequential pattern. It is important that we study these patterns so that we may understand the wisdom of their message." The inner circle. That's the last of the unused text, by the way. Head up here. And now we get to the biggest problem on this floor because of one bug that I know you can fix by implementing a little script, but I just recently found that out. And you have to restart the mission to implement it, so I'm not going to do that. Problem here, so the light that disappeared there, this is very, very good.
I shall build shelters from the winds.
Because both of these guys are trolling together. It's the best situation we could possibly have here. The problem is that on this floor, when you enter, everything is dark. Or not everything, but everything outside the elevator over there is dark. Now, if you save and reload, your light gem turns completely bright. Literally, red. And I think we have the chance. Here's the speed potion. We didn't get any alerts there, so that's great. If you go around here, there's only that one patrolling mage on this floor. We were not spotted or heard. I was a little bit afraid that we got heard here. The rest of this tower is pretty easy. It's just a bunch of lifts. I love the sound in the background, ambiance. So you basically have to navigate these towers. One bug that has been removed was that one of these lifts disappeared from time to time, which rendered the entire mission unplayable, because you can't get through this or these sets of towers without these lifts. So you had to restart the mission. That has been fixed, but the lighting problem in the previous room has not been fixed yet. I'm sure it will be in the next update. If you take this exit, you get out to the walkway system that I talked about that connects all the towers. But requires the gold key if you want to leave directly to the central tower. And if you don't do that, there's no purpose in using those walkways. And since I want to avoid taking the gold key, that is not desirable to me. One more lift here. Come out here, there's a chest with the key for the fire tower. To lower it, we have to from both of these telescopes and drop down to pick it. You have to pick it in 2 rounds. Now, when we come back down, I have seen one of the 2 mages stuck. There we go. Fire key. And they will reset on their own. While I have been recording this mission, which I usually do over a couple of different sessions, another massive 10-mission campaign has been released by Yandros and his team called Death's Cold Embrace. It's one I've been looking forward to, and most Thief players have for a long time. It's been in the making for well over a decade. It was just released last week, so I am definitely playing that campaign, and I've already played the first mission, and I can tell you that I am definitely recording. My plan is all the missions, of course, unless some of them are absolutely not suitable for ghosting. So, this playthrough here will be slightly interrupted by that campaign, but I don't think anyone is complaining on that. It's an absolutely astonishing campaign, at least so far. I think we can drop here, but... Oh, we're not even dropping there, so... This is the final lift. Yeah, so Death's Cold Embrace will be, the first mission there will be my next video. I'm probably not going to do that entire campaign, or all the missions back to back. I will do some gold missions, leave gold missions in between. I also have another mission planned that I'm going to leave unnamed for now. Now it gets pretty tricky when we come back here. Give it a real save. I hope those guys still are together here. So now you might see that we are red. Our light gem is red, even though we are technically in the dark here. We're doing pretty well. A real saved upstairs, so I don't think this should be an issue, hopefully. So now we should be dark here, but we're not.
Look, there, my there.
It's perfect. Could have been a lot more troublesome than it ended up being.
I shall walk the path till my return to the eternal fire.
Now we have to do the fire tower, which, sneaking-wise, is the most difficult. He saw me. He heard me.
I shall build shelters from the winds, feel the countless waters. I shall build shelters from the winds.
Good. So now we have to head west through this area that we started in. West is that way. There is one archer that travels between the two towers in the north. He has a silver key, and I normally bump into him here. Not this time.
Earth shakes, water flows.
There's also a
I shall walk
fire
the
mage
path till my return
with
to
another
the
silver
eternal
key.
fire.
I shall walk the path until my return.
That you can see right there. There's another mage too, but he doesn't carry anything. Okay. No bugs really to speak of in this tower, that's good. Well, there's a readable, that's right. Then we want to make sure that we get or read. Gotta wait for this guy.
I shall build shelters from the winds, feel the countless waters, see the vast earth, and burn in eternal fires.
To Adept Al-Hayr. Lieutenant Scarl disobeyed Captain Regalio's specific orders and ventured into the Tower of Fire. Needless to say, he was ill-prepared to deal with the trials of flame and lava that await all entrants. The charred corpse was brought to the laboratories where it will be put to good use. The fire can cleanse us, but it is not for the commons. See to it that this incident serves as an example to others. Archmage Kamin Ramen. Okay, on the first floor there should be only one patroller. But he's still pretty difficult to dodge. I'm gonna real set it right here. Make sure I do this right. Yeah, it's kind of difficult to hear the alerts as well over the noise of the lava noise, but that is the way to do it, because that was the right time. Perfect timing with these.
All is not.
With his heating plates, sort of alternate, dark and yellow, meaning cold and hot.
The winds are not at peace.
There is a pretty good method to moving fast on metal. Crouch and then run forward. Tap it. Oh, there was a... just show you real quick. There is a fire arrow on that side. Just want to make sure I show you everything. It's obviously a challenge if you want to pick up all the items in the mission. Something I decided against doing for this playthrough because I'm doing Supreme Ghost, but it's not allowed. Mostly a difficult tower this because of all the metal.
Feel the countless waters, see the vast earth.
platform. It should pass us here.
I shall build shelters from the winds, feel the countless waters.
Should be a chest with a fire arrow in here. Yep.
The air speaks.
No pickables in this room. And also just stone, no metal. Obviously good. So 2 fire arrows there. Box with a healing potion. I don't know if we can pass in here. No, we can't because he's going upstairs. Where we have to go, we're getting to our most difficult floor, and that's where the ghost challenge is. I'm going to do a modified ghost challenge, call it a ghost Iron Man challenge. Iron Man is a mode where you do something without saving and loading, like in one go. Going to be a test of your patience to pass this challenge. Alright, so here we have the top floor, and we have to get to that door before we reach the room with the actual treasure key. What I want you guys to try to do, this is not a challenge that I've been able to do yet. So I challenge everybody to do this. Get from here to the top floor, get the treasure key, come back to this spot right here without saving and reloading, and without taking a single first alert. Do that, you have my praise and honor and glory. We are very lucky with the patrols because now they're both together.
By sound. All is not.
You're supposed to find a mantling spot so that you can...
I shall walk the path until my return to the eternal fire. Mysterious sounds.
So that you can easily just continue the mantle up, if that makes sense.
Mysterious. Did you hear something as well? Disturbance.
Okay, I think I know where I have it now. If you know where you have it, then it's easier. There we go. Are they both turning around there? Yes, they are. They don't hear me, but they see me. I can't really tell if they're here, if they hear me or not, so I'm not going to take that chance. Okay, this is actually not too bad. We want to get up the stairs here, and we want to... You know what? I'm going to reduce the ghost challenge for you guys. So the ghost challenge, as long as you can get through this room from the top of the stairs and all the way up one time to get the treasure key without needing to go back. If you can do it going back two, then it's a bonus ghost challenge, but one way would be sufficient to pass it. Okay, this is pretty awesome because they're both taking exactly the same route. We can mantle up here and wait for them to pass. Yeah, if you guys can get through this room one direction. Well, no, going up. Because going back down is a lot easier, you can just drop.
I shall build shelters from the winds, feel the countless waters, see the vast earth.
Now it's easy. There's a healing potion in that chest on the other side here, by the way. Side here, you have to pick the lock on this chest, but you also have to dodge the plates, hot plates.
Now for the Talisman.
Good, so we took the treasure key. So that is needed in the central tower. We closed the thing.
There, my friend.
Oh. Yeah, treasure key. Get us an area where they patrol together like this. It should be possible to get up without any reloads.
Mysterious. I shall build shelters from the winds, feel the countless waters. Did I?
I shall build shelters from the winds, feel the countless waters, see the vast earth.
There we go.
I shall walk the path to my return to the eternal fire.
Now we just have to get back out. But now we can head back for the central tower. We still have the 3rd floor to do.
I shall walk the path to my return to the eternal fire.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh. Didn't think he went all the way over here. That's why I saved. Should be able to follow him now. Beautiful textures, by the way, with the Necro mod.
Who troubles this?
Was not. The big thing that can ruin you on this map here are stuck guards. If you get a stuck mage or a guard in the wrong place, you have to restart.
Eternal fires.
What would be interesting to do would be a Iron Man Ghost for the entire mission. Not Supreme Ghost, but just regular Ghost. Imagine that would be possible for quite a few of these missions. Maybe if you lower the difficulty a little bit to normal or hard. There are some missions where it absolutely would not be possible, but I toyed with that idea for a few missions.
I shall walk the path. A danger in the shadow.
Huh.
There is a strange presence here.
There we go. Excellent. Alright, let's leave.
I shall walk the path until my return to the eternal fire. The air.
Real save time. Okay, now we gotta head down to this stair section where we haven't been and then enter the Mage Keep again. So we're gonna head south. Been lucky with the patrols. Right next to each other. Not complaining, not complaining.
Zay, stop!
Not lucky with that one. Guess I can't go your way all the time. Alright. That's the archer, isn't it, that I talked about that carries the silver key? Yes, it is.
Something moved there?
Ooh.
Oh, guys, I've got to get home. The dinner is waiting. I'm starving. I need breakfast.
Here's a purse. Worth 100, total 1145. If we head up here, there should be a guard up here, but we should be able to sneak past him. He has a silver key, I believe. An archer. And you need the silver key to open this door, which is also pickable. We can't take this guy's key because you can drop it back. Good timing. Then we have to head all the way up to the 3rd floor. That's up to the central tower where the treasure key needs to be used. Okay. So, on the 3rd floor, we're now coming out here. There are 3 bedrooms that are not all occupied. 4 bedrooms, this one too. We're going to head here first. This is Regalio's, the captain's office, and then these 3 are servants and guards' bedrooms. There's also 2 rooms here. There's loot in this one, nothing in this one. There's a balcony. You can't enter through the balcony. There's a grated window on the outside. Then there are, I think, 3 patrollers that patrol up and down here. They go out the balcony and whatnot. So we have to time them a little bit. There's also a piece of loot on a beam in the hallway that we have to take. This room here is much more difficult than the other rooms. But it's a little bit easier in New Dark, actually. Okay. They've left the balcony doors open now. That happens sometimes. Not our fault, obviously, but it means that if they're out in the balcony, they can see us. So it's a little bit more troublesome than if they
I don't see why I
actually close them. You have to pick the lock on this door to the right here. This is not very beneficial patrols, I gotta tell you. This is not going to work. These patrols are not together whatsoever. I was hoping that at least 2 of them would be back to back, but they're not. They're probably as spaced out as they could be, which is going to make this a little bit more tricky. But there are plenty of shadows in here. It's just that this door takes an awful long time to pick, and there's no shadow outside of that door. Get his purse. Yeah, there's no way I can do that. Got it here at least and monitor a little bit better. That I can do. Guess we have a little gap here maybe. Yeah. So it seems that after the archer comes we have some time. Good. This is the captain. Here we should have a diamond worth 200, total 1345. We have a gold nugget worth 100, total 1445. And we have a medallion.
Looks like Captain Regalio's been holding out on the mages. Good thing he can't hold out on me.
That's worth 150, 1595. And that's the Medallion of St. Burrington. Let's read this. Recovering the golden medallion of St. Burrington will reward all the sweat I put into the endless hunt for those damned talismans. By selling it, I will surely make some profit off of this ordeal. In all my years of service to the hand, I have never seen their efforts so thoroughly stymied. It's almost as though one of their own had taken and hidden the talisman so completely that not even the archmages can find them. Captain E.F. Regalio. Alright. Over here on the shelf there is also 2 water arrows. Good thing is that we can monitor the situation from this area right here. I'm gonna make another reel save real quick. Make it over there, I guess. So we basically have to next head in through that door. That door is also pickable, however it opens with the silver key, which is ultimately the reason why we need to pick up the silver key if we want all the loot. The good thing here is that the archer patrols a little bit faster than the other ones, so he will catch up to them. We can actually take this guy's purse now. No, we can't. Okay. Actually, let me go ahead and... get the piece of loot I said was in the hallway. That's worth 100, total 1695. In here, there is a stack of gold coins. Not in that one, but there is 6 broadhead arrows in that. This one's a stack of gold coins, total 1745. Yeah, I want to lock block it so that I can easily get out. Now I have no idea where people are. Oh wow, they're all the way over there. Okay. So next I want to head into the next bedroom over on the east side. But I want to grab that guy's purse first. Oh, that wasn't this guy. It was the other guy. Alright. We got 2 more bedrooms here and then the room on the far left. There. Purse is worth 150, total 1895. That gets us past the 1800 loot objective. The next door is also responding to the silver key, but that is not pickable. That's right. So that you have to get the silver key for that reason too. This one is empty, and then there is gold, another purse in this one. Worth 100, total 1995. I have no idea where people are here, so probably want to head into this corner to scope it out. Want to head straight across.
Show yourself.
Should be safe here. There's a lot of these little corners, even though there's scattered torches and lamps.
Sir? Who is that?
I don't know we can do this. Let's see.
Who is there? Is someone there? Who's the... What's there? Oh, well, there was nothing.
This opens out. Again, Max unlucky with the patrols here. You can be lucky and have all three patrol like right next to each other. Oh. Okay. Here. First on this woman. Worth 75. Total 2,070.
Stop! Help!
There.
Help!
Okay. This woman has three facing angles. She faces southeast, south, and southwest. As long as she doesn't face southwest when you enter the room, you can get into this corner pretty easily. Now, in Old Dark, you couldn't mantle the bed here. In New Dark, you can, so this is very easy now. Well, not very easy, but it's easier. There's three pieces of loot. There's a piece of loot in the footlocker, and there's one in the shelf over there. If you don't want to douse the torch, which of course we would not want to do, you have to mantle the bed and walk over it to get those two pieces. In Old Dark, you had to bring 2 crates in here, and I think also use a healing potion to get high enough to get onto the bed. And you had to do the same thing to get onto the bed from the other side again. Those crates you had to take from the basement. So that was a whole ordeal to do this. You can check out Travis Whitsitt's video where he shows that method. But now, just mantle the bed. Pretty easy. And then you want to drop straight down onto the footlocker when she's facing that direction. Get the stack of gold coins.
Is that you, Kevel?
Okay, I didn't know you could even stand there when she was facing southeast. Get that gold goblet in there.
What's that?
You should be able to drop to the floor without... There we go. The goblet was worth 25 and the stack of gold coins 25, so that's total 2120. Purse was worth 70. So again, pretty easy if you know how in New Dark.
What's that?
Might even be able to reach the footlocker from the front, I'm not sure. And now we just have one more door to hit up here. Let's give it another real save. safe here, but we do have to head into that door. That's an empty room. So now the archer catches up to that guard too. That's pretty good.
People up above me at all delighted.
So purse worth 100, total 1220. No, 2220. And that's all the loot on the 3rd floor. Gotta close this door, but those doors we can leave.
Thought I saw something.
Some places, like the air tower, ended up being very easy, but this floor... Oh, I can make that. Good. I just want to check that this door isn't lockable by the silver key. Okay. Now we're gonna head upstairs. This door we have to pick open. There is a wandering mage in there. Papyrus, we can read, we've already read it. Eight old men up in a tower. 8 old men, only one with power. Turn away from the hand with the sword, count 7 and find your reward. Alright, so now we have to head up these very, very noisy tiled floors or stairs without getting caught by this mage. That can be tedious. It's a little bit easier going down because you can drop and mantle.
Wind blows, fire, a sound ripples through the air.
Make a little misstep and you're hurt. He goes almost all the way up.
Wind blew. Did I?
if you
I
stay
shall build shelters from the
far
winds,
away, then his
feel the
patrol
countless
locks up.
waters, see the vast earth, and burn in eternal fires.
Which is not
I
actually
shall
good.
walk the path until my return to the eternal fire.
Because then you suddenly stumble upon him.
What vision did...
I guess we're close to the top then, because he just turned around.
Wind blows, fire burns, earth shakes, water flows.
Yeah, here's the top door. Treasure key. Use that on the mechanism on the right. Listen to her conversation.
It's true he has returned. We must be ready. Rough waters lie ahead.
Many will not survive. We must try to redirect the current.
Try as we might to retrieve the talismans, the prophecy is an ocean returning to shore. Little we can do to prevent it, and prepare for its arrival.
Dry and dead is much of the city. The sun will oppose, and the conflict will end in flames.
It's the way of things. Civilizations will burn into the earth, so that it may give life to the next.
Winds of progress always head towards the grave.
Soon, young apprentice, you shall grasp the truth of it.
Okay, in this room there are 6 pieces of loot.
There is a disturbance.
One. That's worth 20. And then the one, if you count from the door, including the one right in front of the door, and you count 7, it ends up being this one. And that's what the
I
little
shall build shelters from the winds.
riddle was supposed to be.
See the vast earth.
But the easiest one to tell which one is the right talisman, there's 8 in this room. That's 8 old men up in a tower. 8 old men, only one with power. So that's the one that both mages stop and look at, and they don't... even though they look at it, they don't notice that it's gone. One more artifact and 1 statue. Okay, that doesn't work. Have to wait for him again. I guess there's 9, because there's 1 fake talisman here as well.
Wind blows, fire burns.
So that means we have our main objective, discover the location. Oh no, steal the Earth Talisman.
Earth shakes, water flows.
And I took what I wasn't supposed to take. There's 1 statue and 1 more artifact there on this side.
What vision does... I shall walk the path until my return to the eternal fire.
And there's the last artifact here, total 2450. That's max for this floor. Just have a few more left in the dungeon. now we should be able to, if we're good at this, drop and mantle. Maybe it would be easier just to do this normally, but... Oh, I could have done it there.
Mysterious sound.
Oh, we actually went past him. Okay. You know what? Let's just go down the stairs. It's worth a try.
Did I hear a noise?
Yeah, see, that's the problem. So difficult to walk downstairs on tile. Always make noise.
I shall walk the path until my return to the eternal fire. A sound.
As soon as I start crouch running there, makes sound.
Did I hear? True trouble.
Man.
Wind blows, fire burns, earth shakes, water flows.
I don't think this door... No. Okay, there we're good. Now we have to head all the way down to the dungeon. We also have to return the silver key. But we need the silver key for a few more doors down there. I just check my inventory before we're done. Okay, we got the talisman, of course. We got 2450. We have healing potion we started with. Key. That's it. Great. Okay. We're gonna hit a couple of doors here. Here first. This room there is first a gold nugget worth 100. There is a purse also worth 100, and there is no, that's in the other room, I guess, then. There's a readable, though. I can finally get back to work. My apologies for being behind schedule on the new round of vivisection. The workmen have finally cleared out, having just finished walling up the last main entrance to those infernal sewers. The old sewers are still largely unmapped, but present too much of a security risk to be left. I find it amazing that they reach back to the city despite our distance from it. There's still the one secret entrance that we can use to traverse the sewers. The guards that patrol it will deal with anything unfortunate enough to struggle out of that muck. Adept Haziki Bazaar. Okay. Yes, in this room there is a water arrow. There is a stack, no, a silver nugget worth 50. Stack of gold coins or silver coins worth 12. And there should be another purse worth 100. Total 2812. That's max loot. That has perfect Supreme Ghost within reach here. 10 broadheads as well in this room. Okay. We now need to return the silver key. And I guess I'm walking a little bit too much around in circles here. Okay. We need to go back through the secret exit. There. So we need to find
I shall walk the path.
the guy that we took this from, which was an Earth Mage. That's the Earth Mage. Just leave it right on his path.
Wind blows, fire burns, water flows. I shall walk the path till my return to
Oh. And now we just have to find the way out. Now, there's an archer and there is a swordsman here, and they both carry a blue key, which we haven't seen yet. I think actually the blue key turns brown with the HD mods or something. I think we're safe here, actually. Yeah, he carries one key. The other guy also carries the same key. And here's a readable, though. To read these words is to know pain. To know pain is to live in fear. To fear is to travel the false path. You must face your fear to see the truth. The truth is that there is no pain. To know this truth is to walk the enlightened path. The Book of Paths, 613. So he should carry the last pickpocket. That's everything we have to do. But if you sort of block the door as they walk through it, you don't have to ever take this key. So this is just another torture chamber, and here's the secret exit that was talked about in the readable. And this is the last room. There's one more patroller here that you could see at the other end. He saw us. Let's go across the other way then. Now in Old Dark, this guy had one loop and then he stopped his patrol, and he was right by the water and looked straight into the sewer. So if you didn't get here before he had finished that loop, you couldn't Supreme Ghost the mission because he heard you or saw you fall into the water. So that has been fixed for this version, so he should not stop at the other side there. He came down there and he stopped. Right there. but now he's on the loop. We're finishing the mission.
This looks like the way out. That'll come in use.
Excellent. That was a perfect Supreme Ghost run of the Mage Towers. Look at the stats. Total time, 1 hour, 34 minutes, 2 seconds. Found 2812 loot out of 2812. Pockets picked 3 out of 22. That was 1 key and 2 purses. Locks picked 4. They were all necessary to get loot or to get some of the talismans or the keys for the towers. Backstab 0, knockout 0, damage dealt 0, damage taken 0, healing taken 0, innocents killed none, and others killed 0. Campaign totals. Time so far, 9 hours, 43 minutes, 27 seconds. Loot so far, 18,206. Total damage dealt 28 and received 0. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I'm going to go a little bit high on this score for this mission. I will go on 84%. I really enjoy this one. It's top 5 maybe, top 5 or 6 of the game. And the pros are, I like the Hand Brotherhood, that you get introduced to that. It's the only mission besides a little bit in the Lost City where you get to see mages. So I enjoy that, enjoy learning about that faction, and there's quite a few readables that give you some insight into their inner workings. I also enjoy the elemental towers, or their presence. I think they could have been utilized a little bit better. I think internally the floors could have been a little bit more interesting, but they do display the way each element is being used by the mages. Put it that way. So I guess we're just so spoiled nowadays with the complexity of each mission that's released by fans that these original missions sometimes seem a little bit bare, but you know, maybe I'm a little bit unfair there. Other than that, the major con are all the problems the mission has with stuck guards and errors. Most of those have been fixed now, but there's still quirks to fix or to remove, unfortunately. Regardless, I do really enjoy this one. The next mission, the Lost City, is okay. It's not my favorite, but like I said, I'm going to head through maybe a few missions of Death's Cold Embrace before I get that far. So look forward to seeing you back for the next video. Hope you enjoyed this. We are going to go ahead and make a real save. And I'll see you back for Death's Cold Embrace, most probably. Have a good night. Bye-bye.